welcome to Simply Sophie's Beauty Essentials and Sophie's Soaps and Such. Today is a wonderful, wonderful day. I had the most hilarious thing to happen to me in church today. You guys stay tuned. I'm going to share with you my funny little story. Well, I mean, it's funny to me. It might not be funny to you, but it was hilarious to me. You guys stay tuned. Okay, now, most of you guys know, if you look at my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel, you will see that I have videos about weight loss, losing weight, and all these wonderful things. I am about 13 weeks into my weight loss, my change of lifestyle as it pertains to health and food and healthy eating and exercise and all that kind of stuff. So now, here it is about 13 weeks. Maybe about 13 weeks into my lifestyle change, and I've lost about 50 pounds. Well, most of you guys know when you lose weight, of course, your clothes will fit a little looser. You'll be smaller, so they won't fit quite the same. If they were really tight, they're a little loose. If they were already big, they're huge. So, well, for me, I have not bought too many new things because my plan is to lose more weight, so I don't want to spend a lot of money on new things just yet. So, having said that, I have not bought any new undergarments. Yes, that's what I said, undergarments. I have not bought any new undergarments. They all are the size that I was 50 pounds ago. So, needless to say, they're a little loose. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that don't fit quite the way they used to. So anyway, I didn't worry about it. I figured, well, I'm gonna lose a little bit more weight, then I'll buy some new things. So today I got dressed for church and going like I normally go, and I threw my little slip on. I noticed my slip was a little loose, and I figured, well, it's loose, but it's okay. It's not gonna go anywhere. I still got some more weight to lose, so my slip is not gonna go anywhere. I get to church now, honey. Praise and worship was off the chain today, and I got my little shout on or whatever. I was really feeling it today. And so in the midst of the song, I'm jumping and shouting and jumping and singing and hollering and screaming and doing my thing, enjoying myself at church. And by the way, if you can scream at a ball game, you can scream at church. I'm just saying. So anyway, so I'm jumping and screaming and whatever and having a good time, twirling around, honey, dancing. And the usher comes to me. She's so sweet. I love her. She comes to me and she whispers in my ear. She says, "Your slip is falling down." So I thought, huh? What are you talking about? So I looked down, honey. My slip wasn't just falling down, it was down. I didn't even feel it fall down, but my slip was down. Now, it was still on my body, but my slip was fully to the ground, right? It was on top of my shoes, puddled up on top of my shoes. Now, mind you, I wore a long dress today, a very long dress, but I put a slip on, old time. I put a slip on because I didn't want nobody to see all my goodies. So I put this slip on, like I said earlier, and it was a little loose. Well, I didn't think that the slip was going to fall down. It was fitting me okay. Honey, I looked down to the floor to look at my slip, to see what my slip was, and it was like a half a foot or so of slip that was puddled up on top of my shoes. And I chuckled. I thought that thing was fun. I was like, oh my God. So I didn't know. At first I got ready to panic. Then I thought, I'm so fear, so I'm going to work this out. Whatever it is, I'm going to work this out. So I looked. I couldn't pull my slip up because it was so much down. It was so far down till in order for me to pull my slip up, I was going to have to pull my dress up and then reach all the way down and pull my slip all the way up. So heck, I couldn't do that. And did I tell you I was sitting on the front row at the church? I was sitting on the front row, so I couldn't just pull my dress up and pull my slip up. So, now the next thing was I could put my finger up, everybody tipping out and put the finger up and go to the bathroom. Well, man, I couldn't do that either because it was on the floor. So that meant that I'd have to hop with the slip around my feet, around my shoes, to walk to the door to get to the bathroom. So that was out. So I couldn't do anything about that. And then the last thing was, heck, I'm just going to have to go ahead and take it off. So that's what I did on the front row at the church in front of the pulpit. I mean, what else can I do? And so I reached I reached down to pull my slip off because it was so far down. But when I sat down, it just fell off. And so by it being on the floor, I just reached down. I reached, down to the ground. I bent over to the ground, and I just commenced to pulling my slip out from under my dress. And the girl next to me, she said, "No, you're not gonna pull your slip off." I said, "What else am I gonna do?" So I looked to the left, and honey, the minister of music and the organist was over there, just like they were looking at me like, "What in the world?" And he was trying to keep a straight face, but they could not. Then the usher who told me my slip was falling down, she was cracking up. Then I looked up to the pulpit. Now here's the sidebar. The sidebar is the minister on the pulpit is the one that told the lady usher to tell me my slip was falling down. So he had already seen where my slip was hanging down. So it was funny, and he was trying to keep a straight face, and I was like, so. So anyway, I bent down and I was pulling my slip down and trying to do it real fast so couldn't nobody see me, right? Well, I had almost had my slip off until it got hung up on my shoes. So it was stuck on my shoes, and I'm bending over trying to hold my boobs, trying to hold my boobs still. I don't want nothing bubbling out, and trying to pull my slip off with my foot, in my hand. I was kicking my feet, trying to kick it off my heel, and I kicked my slip till it puddled over into the into the aisle, not in the aisle, but over on the floor a little bit. And so then I had to bend all the way over and pull my slip off my feet. So once I pulled it off my feet, the back of the heel caught the back of the slip, and so I was tugging on my slip, trying to pull my slip off right there in church on the front row in front of the pulpit. So anyway, I finally got my slip off, and so when I got off, I just folded it up. I was like, "And what?" So y'all ain't never seen no slip before. So I just folded my slip up and put it back on the seat. And girl, what? Starback shouted, "Oh, hallelujah!" I just said, "Well, whatever," So I thought that was hilarious because out of all of my years going to church, it has always happened to someone else, but it's never happened to me. I mean, I have seen people lose their underclothes, bras break, wigs fall off, weave come loose, all kinds of socks fall out from under your pants leg, all kinds of crazy stuff to happen at church, but it never happened to me. Well, it happened to me this time. And so the whole I guess moral of my story today is I need to buy some new drawers. I need to buy a new slip, a whole bunch of new undergarments, because losing weight, 50 pounds will tell on you. So anyway, you guys, be mindful of that. All of you who are losing weight, be mindful that you're going to have some underclothes that's going to fit. You have to break down and buy some new stuff. So that's what I'll be doing, buying some new stuff. Well, you guys stay tuned to more of my videos. I got some more things coming out. I have some, I don't have any tutorials. I may have some makeup tutorials. I'm not sure. But I certainly do have some beauty products that I have made, that I have taped already that I need to edit. So I do believe it's some body butters that I've made, and I've done some little recipes as well, recipe videos. So you guys stay tuned. I love you much. Smooches.